that week. I can't believe I made it past that week.
I know one time they were like, you're having a deal with Danielle or an alliance with Danielle. I'm like, who the fuck told you to nominate her week 1? And they're all like, like I told you, I felt like I was on the block for a week. I was working so hard.
Like it was your job.
It was my job.
You asked me if I wanted to stay. If I told you no, would you let me go?
Mm-hmm. If you wanted to stay, I was going to work my ass off to make sure it happened.
Thank you.
But if you wanted to go, then I was like, well, I'm going to be friends with Allison. Because I'm not going to cross her more than once. Or I'm toast.
Totally toast.
She told me, she's like, you have at least 3 weeks of safety with me.
She said 3?
3.
At least she told you a week. Numbers. She said 3.
She's like, got her grocery list. Janelle, Howie, Erica, James.
She really was going to go after Erica?
Yeah.
So funny. Honestly, I would have never gone after Marcellus if he would have remained neutral. But when I start hearing stuff that's like, The
thing is about Marcellus is he threw everybody under the bus to everybody, so it got back to everyone. There's just too much, you know. Like his last week, who is he going to nominate if he stays?
Like, as much Janelle was devastated by him and everything, does Janelle know exactly what
She wasn't devastated. That was all bullshit.
Okay. Does she know exactly all the horrible things he said about her?
Janelle doesn't care what people say about her. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
She kept saying, he's my friend.
If he's your friend, you wouldn't have nominated him.
She's cold, isn't she?
You only won. Thing is, I'm cold, but I'll admit to it. You know what I mean? I'm here to play. I don't try to hide behind some different fucking...
You don't think when she was crying it was tears of...
Completely fake.
Really, James?
All of that shit was fake. I remember sitting there in that room with her. All she was doing was looking for attention from Will. Because like as soon as he came around, like the smile would come, and like she's laying in there on the thing. Like, who, if you're upset, you don't cry in front of people. You go be by yourself. You try to be, you know, alone. You look for solitary. You don't start crying right there and create a scene. You know what I mean? You know when you're upset and you're looking at someone and you're trying to just explain your feelings and you can't, you stare at them. You don't sit there and try to look off and stare at the lights to make a tear come out of your eye. You know what I mean? You sit there and like, if I'm upset, I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you to your face. I want you to feel my pain. But if I'm full of shit, I don't look at you. I look off because I don't want you to catch in my eyes that it's not coming
when I
from my
cry,
heart.
I'm very embarrassed. I don't like people seeing me cry.
Exactly. You go away.
Right.
You don't sit there and do it in the middle of the thing. I'm thinking, you know what? I'll be cool. Get her tissues and stuff like that. But she was just looking for Dr. Dreamy.
So when she wins HOH, who do you think she's going to nominate?
She might put them up. She might not. I don't know. She's been protecting him the entire time, so it's kind of like...
She's going to put me up, isn't she?
I would, when you said that, you know what? I'm kind of thinking maybe. Maybe you and me. She doesn't think I'm going to be here, so...
For different fields. It just depends on your condition. Like Arnie Klein is probably has used more Botox and Restylane than anyone in the world.
Oh yeah?
Just to see him is $250. You have to pay in advance just to walk in the door.
Yeah.
And